Ignorance makes us lose our respect and goodwill. Ignorance makes us passionate, intolerant, naughty with those around us physically or virtually. We all fight for everything that is, for something that we have heard about in the past, that it would be so on the other side, for something that we have not experienced directly, because it has happened in another time, in another space, or a different configuration of the world, either because it is just a projection of an unpredictable, improbable, unknowable future. We only fight virtually, because very few can fight physically for an ideal, whatever that may be. The tendencies of external appearance, and inner emptiness that we swallow with water, as well as any unpleasant thing, that does not slip too much on the neck, so as not to suffer from the absurd syndrome of exclusion, have brought us into a deplorable physical and mental condition in which we are almost all, young, mature and senior. Healthy mind in a healthy body. The mind has a processor, with infinite expansion capacity and storage space, compared to our current knowledge. In our vast majority of cases, the mind is a wonder that we hold in utter ignorance by starving for information. The daily enrichment of knowledge is the path to wisdom. Our body is a plant of a complexity, from which we have understood very little so far. It is an actual galaxy with trillions of cells solar system, that house hundreds of trillions of micro-beings, that we know much less than very little about today. Somewhere in this galaxy body, we are the being, the phenomenon of life. As far as we know, what is life about? We do not know anything yet, we observe only the manifestations of this phenomenon, and only in the narrow band of electromagnetic radiation perceptible to our body's eyes. Otherwise, deep darkness. Our body and mind cannot be separated. When the mind collapses into abrupt ignorance, into unnatural feelings, into hatred, selfishness, absurd competition with fellows and the surrounding nature, into a desire for domination and all other abject feelings that dominate our world, our body becomes ill, its luminescence decreases progressive and dies. Thus, out of ignorance, we leave this world, only a few decades after our birth into the mind-body, instead of living hundreds and thousands of years. Expanding knowledge brings us an understanding of the mechanisms of acquiring longevity. We end up not wanting to be long-lived, because we would be too many on earth even so. Abominable statement. Mother Earth has the ability to feed hundreds of billions of people, without affecting in any way the lives of all other living things, provided that we humans stop wasting and destroying the planetary environment. We can certainly do it. Why don't we do it? First of all, out of ignorance, and all the others that the great ignorance kills in us. The longer we live, the more knowledge we will accumulate at the individual and collective level, and we will succeed through knowledge and technology, to create settlements in the entire solar system and then, in other solar systems, in interstellar space and space intergalactic. We will never be too many on Earth even if we are immortal, because more and more of us will choose to go to other planets, and maybe create, when technology allows us, planets like our dear Earth. To reach such a level of evolution, the way is one with all that it springs: expansion of knowledge, wisdom, individual evolution, awareness and achievement with love.